We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show. Next. Alex Happ will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Stepping in, Joe Tyson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For Milwaukee, the shortstop.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Batting second, the second baseman, Carlos Almanzar.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. In now, Carlos Almanzar, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Happ has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. And he's back in standing. The 1-0. Popped him up. Santiago shading to his right. 1 out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Sam Williams.
Next for Milwaukee, Sam Williams. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Sosa is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Rafael Diaz.
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rafael Diaz. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
In there, 0-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And that misses. 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
The 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Milwaukee leaves 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Lee Chu will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, J.C. Embry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
J.C. Embry.
Ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
To the plate now, Freddie Santiago. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
So in now for Chicago, Pete Armstrong. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Santiago, base runner at first with 1 out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Yeah. 2-2. slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Sammy Sosa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. Throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sosa absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup.
Yeah, and I think the common denominator of why he absolutely hammers left-handed pitching is the fact that he knows he can't get beat inside. He has that split second more to be able to execute his game plan knowing he's not going to get jammed.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Cubs strand 1. Still no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
A 1 pitch on its way. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
The 1-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate now, Carmen Feliciano, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Lenny Pruitt.
Stepping up now, Lenny Pruitt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Two and 0 to the Brewers center fielder. No score here as we play inning number 2. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping into the box, Sito Suzuki. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game.
Suzuki.
Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
At the plate, Jesse Padilla, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Popped him up. Williams in foul ground, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
So striding in, Ryan Buckner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Ball 1. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two out, nobody on. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Pablo Hernandez. First pitch on its way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Sosa is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, Lee.
Now at the plate, Lee Chu. First delivery to him on the way.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Pretty standard fastball right there. 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Embry ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Joe Tyson.
Striding into the box, Joe Tyson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Called strike on the change. 2-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count. Carlos Almanzar would be next. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Grounded down the 3rd baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Fouled off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now batting, second baseman, Carlos.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Almanzar. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
He's going.
He's running. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Two out here and a runner at second. A swing and a ground ball to third. Scooped up, and the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Settling in now, Nicholas Horner.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Nicholas Horner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alex Happ. First delivery to him on the way.
Back outside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, talk about frustrating. You're facing a poor hitting pitcher, and now you're behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start throwing some strikes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Popped up. Almanzar moving to his left. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Embry.
The next Cub up, J.C. Embry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. Misses off the plate.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Pruitt retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Into the box now, Sam Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. Two and 1. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The third baseman, number 7, Rafael Diaz.
Now in the box, Rafael Diaz, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
So now to the plate, Juan Soto, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 31, Carmen Feliciano.
In now, Carmen Feliciano. First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. One run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. But the Brewers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Freddie Santiago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. And this one bounds around against the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Stepping in now, Pete Armstrong. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Striding in, Sammy Sosa, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. One out and a runner on third. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back to even at 1-1.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sito Suzuki. First offering on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Jesse Padilla would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now at the plate, Jesse Padilla. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 1-0. There goes the runner. Strike called. Now the throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is on the ground over to first. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, all tied at 1-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Brewers manager to discuss his thoughts on Milwaukee's offense so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Brewers.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
That's ball
2-0.
2-0.
Two and 1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
That's ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Hops this one up, and there's out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Pablo Hernandez.
Digging in now, Pablo Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
In now, Lee Chu, and he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Joe Tyson.
Ready for another shot now, Joe Tyson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming, here it is.
Ball, that's down.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hard hit ball to short. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the switch-hitting first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Ryan Buckner.
Here it comes.
Ball. Count 1-0.
That misses. 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. Line to the right side. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Into the box, Nicholas Horner. First pitch on its way.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
The pitcher, number 16, Alex Sapp.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Alex Happ. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Williams is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Carlos Almanzar. Now here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0. Bouncer to the left side, reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The first baseman, number 22, Sam Williams.
Digging in once again, Sam Williams. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Right to him. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 7, Rafael Diaz.
Ready once again, Rafael Diaz.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
Down and away, ball 1.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The 2-1. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and the Brewers take a 2-1 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Juan Soto. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit well again down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here on the long ball. On to the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Milwaukee. So the batting order turns over now and set to go J.C. Embry to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. That's inside.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Standing in now, Freddie Santiago, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He doubled his last time through. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Pitch coming. Here it is. Pete Armstrong is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the plate, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Sammy Sosa, as he'll go to work on trying to bring home the tying run from 3rd. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Comes set, the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Stepping into the box, Sito Suzuki, and their runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Up top, it's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Ready with the 2-1. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 2-1. Matt Brister is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 48, Matt Brister.
7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Carmen Feliciano.
The right fielder, Carmen Feliciano.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now the 1-0.
Outside, that's a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. On the ground to third. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The center fielder, number 12, Lenny Pruitt.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Lenny Pruitt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Aye.
The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Armstrong is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Pablo Hernandez.
Digging in and looking for more, Pablo Hernandez. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's kicked out.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
2-1.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They still lead it 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Theodore Park will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Bob Uecker is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 64.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the switch hitting catcher, Jesse Padilla.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
At the plate now, Ryan Buckner swung on but fouled off to the left. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D'Lo. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
1-2 now. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Still 1-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Zobrist comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, you said it, Matty. Nothing else has to be said. In order to stay in this game 16 years, you have to be a great talent, a great teammate, and have the ability to adjust and evolve as a player, so hats off to him.
1-1 now to Zobrist. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that will fall as he comes through off the bench. It's a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Drew Barksdale will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. Digging in, J.C. Embry. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First offering on its way. Drilled to the right side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Freddie Santiago.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Freddie Santiago. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
He's set. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
The center fielder.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
So now to the plate, Pete Armstrong, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Racing back the left fielder, and this one is gone. A home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Into the box, Sammy Sosa. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Feliciano is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 2. Luke Little will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Standing in, Bob Uecker, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And now a pitch on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Popped up. Santiago is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Joe Tyson.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Joe Tyson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Little, a 25-year-old. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. One and 2. Here it comes. Into center field. Line drive, base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
At the plate, Carlos Almanzar. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. Tyson ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
In now, Sam Williams, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Lays off. 2-2 now. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Rafael Diaz will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Here it comes, 0-2. Fouled away. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
One ball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch.
Two balls.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Juan Soto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2 down, runners at first and second. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sosa's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers 3. Jim Villona is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
30, Jim Villona.
So digging in now, Sito Suzuki.
The left fielder, Sito Suzuki.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Standing in now, Jesse Padilla, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hops this one up. Diaz is there, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 22, Ryan Buckner.
Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll dive back in. The 1-0 home. One out and a runner on second base. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 3-1. A man at third with one away. Grounded to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Horner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Grounded down the third baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 7-3 ball game.
The pitcher, number 43, Luke Little.
Jimmy Grimes will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
The 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We've played 8 full. The Cubs are on top 7-3. Billy Palmer comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 46, Billy Palmer.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and next to bat will be the outfielder Carmen Feliciano. First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The windup and the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And it's gone into the bleachers. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Lenny Pruitt is at the plate as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 30, Villalona.
Kevin Egbert will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pink hitting for Milwaukee, number 50, Kevin Egbert.
Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. One run in and one gone so far this inning. Two and 0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty, one man out. The 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Ronnie Wickert answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Bob Uecker will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And the screwball misses the plate away, and it's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now. Joe Tyson, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. The 3-0 is a called strike on the changeup.
Count 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he struck him out. Now batting, Joe Tyson. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A shot down the first baseline. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. The Brewers down to their final strike. Milwaukee, good night.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Cubs jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Matt Brister claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.